This one we're going to say new. Actually, we don't do new. Let's do import. So when you import, you can create a brand new package, like I said before. So we're going to import the cube one more time. So let's go to our desktop here. Typically, when you do import, you want to bring these models into your content. I'm just going to grab them from the desktop in this case. We're going to do open. This gives me a chance, especially with your first asset, gives me a chance to establish the name of the package. We'll call this
Frederico.
We'll call him Frederico. Sounds good. Frederico. Don't ever name your stuff this. And we'll hit OK all. That's fine. Frederico is here. Still named Cubist. That's his overall name. But the package name is Frederico. So to save it, you right click and you hit save or Control S. Now this is deceptive. Control S has two different functions. Control S in your content browser allows you to save. Control S in your editor out here subtracts objects from your scene, so be careful. I don't even use that hotkey. Alt also is opposite of what you're used to. When you select something, you hit Alt, you are duplicating an object in UDK. So when you grab, don't hit Alt. Just grab it and move it. If you want to duplicate it, just go to Edit, duplicate. It's not a big deal though, but you've got to be careful of that. All right, so I'm going to right click now that I imported the package, or actually made my new object, got my object in the scene and created a new package. I'm going to right click and I want to save this guy, Control S. We'll call this one, this time we'll do UDK game, we'll put it in. And let's put them in the content folder though. We're going to make sure the content folder. There you go, it's content. Actually, we're already in. Let's go and make a new one. We'll do a new show.
Faux show.
We'll do faux show. I'm trying to keep them distinct because I'm tired and I keep clicking on the wrong things. There we go, faux show. There's Frederico, he's in faux show. So we hit save. There you go. So we saved now. That package is saved, but we want to save our scene. So let's go to content, post show, drag him into the scene, and now save this guy. And for this time, we're going to go UDK game, content, post show, and then we'll call this Supercube. So you'll notice this time, this is what should have happened the first time, which got me a little worried. It makes these own light maps that generate. So what light maps are, they allow you to have a prettier scene pretty much. It's like baking in the lighting. So we've got those that showed up there. So now our scene's saved. And if we do any other edits, we want to save our scene. And then once it's saved, you just say save current level. We can close it out at this point because we know we saved the package. So now to reopen that, UDK editor, you have a couple of packages to choose from. As long as you guys aren't giggling like schoolgirls every time I say that. All the guys in these package. Please stop. All right, exactly. So let's go to open it again. Grab the folder. Open external package. So we're going to go into here and UDK content, faux show, grab the package, Frederico, open it up. That's fine because it's already in our database, but it's just letting you know, which is a good sign. That means it's doing its job for the most part. There he is, and then now within open, it's like loading a Maya project folder. We now go in here and open our scene, which is right there, Supercube, and open, and there he is. So those are things you've got to keep in mind, especially if you spend all this time getting your animation set up and ready to go. You got your scene, you got all your files in your content folder, because it will show up in your content folder as you're working. But if you don't load these correctly, UDK can actually ignore some stuff and your stuff can end up broken and you got to do it over.
Do you save your FPS files in your content area?
I would.
As well?
I would.
So all of your assets live
I would. And I would organize it in such a way.
Will it
I'm
look
gonna
at
turn the lights on
look
just
at
for a
subfolders?
What's that?
Will it look at subfolders of things?
It will look at
I feel like if you take an FPS subfolder.
You will totally look at that. It'll keep the whole directory in there. So UDK keep it in a content folder is your ace in the hole. That allows you to really control stuff and how things are going to work. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So when you have your folders, because we're going to work with multiple animation files, or at least a couple, so I can get the idea of how it works. We'll send this in a big, large subfolder. We'll call this the main character. In the main character folder, you can do separate folders for each individual set of animations you got going on. So, and I don't mean every single file and every single, like all by himself. Like you can do like items. And a lot of times you'll have two items. So two items in here. Over here you have action. So over here you can call the folder action. Then in action you can have this one, you can do like fight 01, fight 02, fight with like gun. Does that make sense, everybody? Because you're going to link those. Eventually what we're going to do is we're going to import each one of those and link them in the animation trees and get them so that we can blend them together. Because what it does like this nice. Well, if you didn't animate it correctly, it's not going to blend it really well. But we're going to try to get these guys a link. And I'll give you some generic animation while bringing this really nice demo model that I have that we can actually play with. So keeping this all organized is going to be helpful because when you start bringing it in, then you can decide what you're grabbing, what you're picking and choosing. That's going to be later on. Make sense, everybody? What I think we're going to do is let's actually get some coffee. When we come back, I'm going to show you guys how to do the, introduce you to the animation trees. There's two different types of animation systems to work with. One is the initial import system, which allows you to choose what kind of animation is coming in. And the next one is just the animation tree, which allows us to link the animations together, which works like Kismet, but it's not Kismet for those that know bad. Sound good?
Yep.
Cool. Because, hey, man, if they're not hiring animation, and I'm never touching that crap, games could be an option. It's like a 5-hour energy poop.
I know.
Like, yeah, let's drink medicine. That would be good for everyone.
Can we download UDK Editor
You can.
like for free?
You can.